Hello students, today we are going to study about spherical mirrors. Okay, we have studied about the plane mirror, okay, and apart from plane mirrors, spherical mirrors are also there. When I say spherical, spherical means what? Sphere in shape, isn't it? So this sphere in shape, from this two types of mirror we can get, that is the concave mirror and convex mirror. How? Let's see this. This, if we make, this is a round in shape, it is sphere in shape, okay. Now just cut this from the middle, you will get two half of it, isn't it? So when I am talking about at only one half I am taking and I am talking, if the light rays falls from this side and it is coming, this is the bulge portion, so this is the convex side. Okay, and if I talk about this, the light rays are coming from this side and striking it and reflecting, this is the concave side. Okay, so very easily we can understand with the help of a spoon. Okay, I have taken a spoon, okay, and if you try to see the spoon, you're standing and try to see your face, you will see that from this side, okay, the bulge side, you are getting what? A straight face, isn't it? But you just turn the spoon and try to see your face, okay, and you will not see that it is straight and erect. You will see it is inverted. Actually this side where the bulging is present is the convex side, and this side where the hollow structure is present, it is the concave side. Okay, so if for making you understand, a bigger one I am taking, okay, this is the spoon version only, the bigger one. Okay, so this side, from this side, if you see your face, okay, what happens? You will get a erect face, and when you see from the concave side, you get the inverted face. Just try to do this experiment or the activity at home, you will understand it more properly. Okay, now here when we are talking about the concave mirror and convex mirror, two sides I showed you right now, okay. Before today only you just try to see it with the help of a spoon. If not spoon, the bigger one I showed to you, it will be total clear to you. Okay, so now here concave mirror, when I talk, you can see over here in this concave mirror, here the hollow side I said, it acts as a concave mirror. Here the light rays falls on it, okay. And when I am talking about the convex mirror, you can see this is the bulge side, isn't it? So light rays falls on this in this manner, okay. So naturally here there is a difference, okay, in formation of the image, okay, in both the spherical mirrors of what? Concave mirror and convex mirror, okay. So here the reflecting surface is the inner side, and here the reflecting surface is the outer side, okay. Now let us see how it works, okay. So light rays are falling on this concave mirror, okay, and naturally what will happen? It will reflect what? Back, isn't it? Bouncing back will be there of the light when it falls over this concave mirror. What happened? It reflects back, and all the rays meet at a point in front of the mirror, okay. So here you can see this, the mirror, in this case of this concave mirror, the light rays are coming and meeting at a point, and this type of mirror is known as a converging mirror, okay. Here the light rays are converging after reflection. You can see over here the light rays falls on the mirror, okay, and it reflects back. All the light rays falls and reflects back, and they meet at a point. So they are what? They are converging actually. And here as they are converging, as the light rays after the reflection they are converging, it is known as a converging mirror. This concave mirror is known as a converging mirror, okay. Now coming to the convex mirror, okay, here the reflecting surface is the outer face, isn't it, or on the outer side. So here you can see when the light rays are coming from this side, I have shown in this, Okay, so these light rays, you can see after reflection it diverges. Okay, yeah, they are not meeting at a point. Okay, but yes, inside the mirror, if these diverging rays, if we protrude it, okay, it meets at a point. But actually after reflection, in case of a convex mirror, the rays are diverging. They are not converging. Okay. So we are going to study what the concave mirror first. Okay. Which mirror? Concave mirror. Okay. First we are going to study concave mirror. Okay. So this concave mirror, we all know what, that it has the property to converge the light rays after reflection, and so they are known as converging mirrors. Okay. Now here if we want to see the image of the sun through the concave mirror, okay, an experiment is there. What you will be doing, you will be taking the concave mirror, okay, and then placing what, the paper in front of it and the sun, and just let it fall on the concave mirror. Okay, what will happen after reflection, it will meet at a point, and you will see, just go on adjusting the concave mirror. At a point will come where it will be just meeting at a point, and just leave it for some time, you will see the paper will start burning. This happens because this concave mirror converges all the light rays and just reflect it at the point of the paper, and as the result the energy becomes too much and it starts burning. Okay, one thing more, that you don't see the sun with your eyes directly. Okay, it will damage your eyes. Okay, now let us study the experiment 15.7 of the NCERT. Okay, we will be taking a concave mirror. This is a screen just covered with white paper. Okay, and we will be using what, the candle flame. Okay, for seeing which type of image is being formed. Okay, if suppose here I am just adjusting the candle over here. Okay, you can also adjust the concave mirror and keep your candle at a place. Okay, here I am just displacing the candle with different distances, and we will be seeing different type of images will be formed on the screen. Okay, so here suppose this candle is at 50 centimeter from this concave mirror. Okay, now here we will be seeing that we will be getting a real and inverted image of this flame. You can see that it will be what, real and inverted, but it will be smaller one. Okay, then the flame. Okay, now just shift the candle to 40 centimeter. Okay, here also you will be seeing that you will be getting a real and inverted image. Okay, and this will also be what, small. Okay, now just keep it at now 30 centimeter from the concave mirror. Here also you will be getting a smaller one only than this. Okay, and it will be real and inverted. Now keep this candle at 20 centimeter from the concave mirror. Okay, in this you will see what, you will be getting a real and inverted image only, but it will be magnified. Okay, this is what, magnified. Now if the candle is at 10 centimeter, okay, you will be seeing, you will be getting a virtual and erect image. So when I am saying you will be getting a virtual and erect image, it means it will not be formed on the screen. Okay, it will be large and you will be getting a virtual and erect image of this over here. Okay, now if it is being too close also, it will be becoming what, larger only, and it will be virtual and erect in nature. Okay, so we have studied over here which type of image will be formed according to the distance of the what this object and this candle flame. Okay, here you are seeing the light source and the mirror, what it is, at what distance it is. Accordingly you will get the image. Okay, so here in this manner only, if it is too far, you are getting small image which is real and inverted. You are coming, as you are coming nearer to this mirror, you will be seeing that yes, it is real and inverted. They are small also, but yes, there will be a slight difference, beta. Okay, and yes, when you come to 20 centimeter, you are seeing that it is what now, large, but it is real and inverted. And yes, too close if it is, you are getting what, a virtual and a erect image which is too large or magnified. Okay, now instead of this concave mirror, if you take a convex mirror, okay, and try to see the image, okay, in this case you will never get a real and inverted image. You will always get what, a virtual and a erect image, and that too it will be diminished in size. Okay, it will be smaller in size. Now we have studied about the concave mirror, the convex mirror. Now let us understand the use of the concave mirror. I said to you, we get in that magnified image, okay, and we get in that diminished and small also. So but here when we talk about this concave mirror, whenever you go to a dentist, they use this mirror in order to see your teeth. Okay, in the torch you will see it is also a concave mirror only, because the bulb is present over here and light rays are falling on this hollow surface only, and that is the concave surface. Okay, and this also in the torch, this concave mirrors are used. Okay, when we talk about the convex mirror, you can talk about the rear view mirrors of the cars. In that you will be seeing, you are getting a erect image, but it is diminished in nature as it consists of larger area, it covers larger area. Okay, so rear view mirrors of the vehicles, cars or anything, they consist of convex mirrors. So this is all for today. Good day, take care.